This video is going to walk you through how to spend money using the JumboLife finance tools. As a reminder, only registered TCU signatories will have access to the JumboLife finance tools. So, if you haven't already done that, you'll want to fill out the signatory authorization form. Once that's been approved, you'll have access to the JumboLife finance tools. When you're ready to spend money, your first step will be to head over to jumbolife.tufts.edu/finance tools. If you're not already logged in, you'll want to click the icon in the top right corner and select Login. You'll be prompted to log in using your Tufts single sign-on. Once you're logged in, you'll be able to see the full list of the finance tools. There are a variety of different types of transactions that you can make, and we're going to walk you through a few of the different forms that are most popular for student organizations. But first, we just want to list all of the different options. First, if you are looking to make a donation to a charitable organization using funds collected, you would fill out the Charitable Funds Disbursement Request. If you're looking to spend funds using the TCU credit card, you'd fill out the Credit Card Payment Request, which we'll walk you through in just a moment. If you are looking to reimburse a member or other individual for out-of-pocket costs associated with your organization, you use the Reimbursement Request. If you're looking to order copies for posters or other materials for your organization from the Nomen Copy Center, you'd use the Nomen Copy Requests. If you are paying a vendor or contractor for goods or services, such as a performer coming to campus, use the Independent Contractor Payment Request, which we will walk you through in just a moment. The Interdepartmental Requisition Form is used to pay a university department for goods or services. For example, if you need to submit payment to the Office for Campus Life for event staff who worked your event, or to dining services to add jumbo cash on individuals' IDs. If the department has already sent you the actual IDR, you don't need to fill out this request form. You'll simply send that IDR either as the paper form or the PDF document to the TCU treasurer for signature, and then the Campus Life Financial Office can process that for you. If you're looking to split costs between a university department or another student organization, you use the transfer request to process transfers between different debt IDs. First up, we're going to show you one of our most common forms, the credit card payment request. All of our payment forms will look the same at the beginning, asking for your organization and debt ID, your event, and the event date. Both of these questions are optional, just in case the purchase isn't for a specific event. You will only be able to select from organizations and events in which you have admin privileges. If you do not see your organization or event, it's because it either does not exist in the system or you do not have access. You can email jumbolife@tufts.edu if you have any concerns. And then we have the contact information for the person who knows the most information about the request that's being made. Keep in mind, this might not be the signatory completing the form, so if it's another member who is managing the purchase, you certainly can put their contact information here, and the Campus Life Financial Office can work directly with that student to get any additional information that they might need. On the credit card form, you are next going to enter in the vendor information and then a list of the items that will be purchased. You will be asked to enter an itemized list. You'll also have the option to upload an itemized list in case you have a long list and have already created a document. But if it's just a few items, you can use the itemized list on the form rather than taking time to create a whole separate document. Keep in mind, if you are making an order from Amazon and you have an Amazon web wish list, you can always click yes here and it will prompt you to send that web link directly to the Campus Life Financial Office. However, we recommend that you send this after the form has been approved, only because there may be changes to your order throughout the approval process. If you're placing an order for things to be shipped to you, you'll also be asked to enter in the shipping address and contact information for the person receiving that shipment. As always, you should upload any invoices or supporting documentation. Our second most popular form is our reimbursement request form. So once again, you'll be asked to enter in your organization information, the event details if that applies, as well as the contact information for the student who knows the most about this information. Next, you'll be asked to enter in the payee details, so that would be the name of the individual who is being reimbursed. Keep in mind that signatories cannot submit their own reimbursement forms. So if you're a signatory looking to be reimbursed, you should ask the second signatory for your organization to submit a reimbursement request on your behalf. You'll be asked to select if they have any Tufts affiliation. If they do, you'll be asked to enter in their student ID number and address. Otherwise, the payee will need to fill out the PaymentWorks information, including their tax ID information, as well as direct deposit if they wish to receive that. So it's important that you enter in an accurate contact email so that the Campus Life Financial Office can send them their PaymentWorks invitation. Next, you'll be asked to enter in a detailed reason for the purchase and then enter in an itemized list. Once again, you have the option to enter in an itemized list, or you can upload a document that outlines each of your purchases and put in the total amount. Remember that you cannot be reimbursed for tax on any purchases, and individuals cannot be reimbursed for gift card purchases or donations of any kind. With this form, you're also required to attach all supporting documentation, so that would be receipts or order confirmations for the request. You should combine all of those files into one document and then upload that document here. Once you've signed, you can submit for approval. The last form we're going to show you is the Independent Contractor Payment Request. So with all of our forms, you will be asked to submit the organization and debt ID, event details, and contact information for the student who has the most details about your purchase. You'll then be asked to enter in the category of the vendor and enter in the vendor payee information. Once again, for all vendors external to the university, they're required to register through PaymentWorks, where they'll enter in all of their tax and vendor information, such as their address and tax ID number, as well as an optional enrollment in direct deposit. So it's important that you enter in an accurate contact email address here so that the Campus Life Financial Office can send that invitation. Next, you'll be asked to enter in a detailed description of services rendered and the amount. Once again, on this form, you are required to upload some form of supporting documentation, such as an invoice or a basic services agreement or a performance agreement or other contract that you have with the vendor that outlines the services they're providing. You'll sign it and then submit for approval. As a reminder, on all payment requests, the payment request form goes to the TCU Treasury for approval. Once your request has been approved from the TCU Treasury, you'll receive an email confirmation saying your request has been approved, and the request will be sent to the Campus Life Financial Office to be processed. Keep in mind, when you receive that approval notification, that does not mean that the payment has been processed. It simply means that it has been approved by the TCU Treasury and that the Campus Life Financial Office will begin to process the payment. If the TCU Treasury denies your request, you'll also receive an email notification. In the email, additional details will be provided on why the request was denied. Additionally, there will be a link for you to edit and resubmit your request form rather than creating an entirely new submission. If you have any questions about the approval of your requests, you can contact the TCU Treasury at tufts.edu. Once the request is approved and you have questions about the payment being processed, you can contact CLFO at tufts.edu.